Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're diving into a service that makes some pretty big promises for your internet connection. We're talking faster, more secure, and totally open. So let's dig in and see what it's all about.
But first, let me ask you something. When you're online, do you ever get that weird feeling, that little voice wondering who might be snooping on your data? Or maybe you've run into that super frustrating content not available in your region message. Yeah, we've all been there. And those are the exact problems we're going to tackle today. So here's the game plan for today. We're going to start with why you'd even need this stuff, the whole security angle. Then we'll get into what UDP Custom actually is. After that, we'll take a tour of their services, check out the big advantages, and finish up with how you can get started. Simple as that.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the need for security. This really gets to the heart of why we're even talking about this. What are the big challenges we're all facing online that make tools like this so important?
I mean, at the end of the day, this is what it's all about, right? This is what we all want. The freedom to just browse. Without having to worry about your data getting snatched or someone looking over your shoulder or being told what you can and can't see. It's that perfect online world we're all shooting for.
Okay, so we've got that ideal in our heads. Now let's move on to Section 2 and talk about the potential solution we're looking at today. So, what exactly is UDP Custom?
So here's the official breakdown, right from the source. A couple of things really pop out at me here. High performance, latest technologies, and, this is key, for users who demand top-tier security and speed. So right away, you can tell this isn't just about hiding your tracks, it's about doing it without slowing you down to a crawl. Performance is a huge piece of the puzzle.
And wow, check out this toolkit. This is definitely not a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. You've got the classics, like OpenVPN, that's kind of the reliable old pickup truck of the VPN world. But then you've also got newer, zippier options like WireGuard. And then there are these specialized tools like Shadowsocks, which are built to sneak past some of the toughest internet blocks out there. Having all these options is awesome because it means you can pick the perfect tool for the job, whether you just need raw speed or you need to get around a really stubborn firewall.
Okay, so that's the tech. Let's move on to Section 3 and see how all that fancy stuff actually turns into services you can, use. We're going to look at the specific servers and plans they've got. This table lays it out pretty clearly. You can see their main offerings, the UDP Custom and Request servers, are available for either a week or a full month. That gives you some nice flexibility. Then you've got these other, more specialized servers that are set up for shorter 7-day stints. It's a really easy way to see all your options in one place.
And this really breaks down the why behind those different plan lengths. Think about it. The 7-day plans, those are perfect if you're traveling, or maybe you have a specific project where you need that extra layer of security for just a little while. But the 30-day plans, well, that's for when you want that continuous set-it-and-forget-it kind of protection. It's all about figuring out what works for your life.
All right, so we've seen what they offer. Now for the big question, why choose them? That brings us to Section 4, the UDP Custom Advantage. What is it that supposedly makes this service stand out in a pretty crowded field? Well, it seems to come down to these 4 pillars of performance. It's not just about one single thing. It's about the whole package. You've got ultra-fast speed, security, reliability, and flexible plans. And that first one, speed, is especially interesting when you find out how they pull it off.
So, what's the secret sauce for all that speed? It's pretty simple, actually. They use SSD storage on all their servers. Now, if you're not a big hardware nerd, all you need to know is this. Think of the difference between an old, clunky computer and a brand new one. That's kind of what SSDs do. They access data way faster than old-school spinning hard drives. And for you, the user, that translates into a super stable, lightning-fast connection.
And this chart really paints a picture of what they prioritize, doesn't it? You can see speed is the biggest piece of the pie, taking up a huge chunk. Right behind it, you've got security. Then reliability acts as this solid base, and flexibility is that extra bit that just ties the whole thing together. It's a really clear look at how they balanced everything to create a great experience for the user.
Okay, and that brings us to our last stop, getting started. We've talked about what it is, what it does, so if you're thinking this might be for you, what's the very first step? Well, it really just boils down to one simple choice. All you got to do is pick a custom UDP server that fits what you need. Maybe you prioritize speed, or maybe you need to get past some filters, and then just pick how long you want it for, 7 or 30 days. That's it. It's a super straightforward way to get going.
And this quote from their site really pulls it all together. Experience the difference in performance and security.
It's more than just a catchy slogan, right? It's really an invitation to see for yourself, to actually feel what a difference this stuff can make in how you use the internet every day.
So let's leave it with this final thought. We've gone through the tools, the tech, and all the benefits. But the real question is for you to think about. How would a genuinely faster, more private, and totally open connection actually change your online life? Would you finally be able to stream in perfect 4K? Would you feel safer working from that coffee shop Wi-Fi? It's definitely something to chew on. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today.